Good morning. My name is Janae. Great to have you guys. Take child's pose. Take your hands out wide, wrists at least shoulder width or wider. And then spread each of your fingers out too. And press each knuckle into your mat. Extend your arms long so your elbows are straight and even lifted up off of your mat. Take a breath in through your nose and a breath out through your nose. Yeah, like that again. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. And keep your hips pulling back and down towards your heels. Walk over to the left side of your mat. And especially pull your right hip down. Take a full breath in and out. Back to center. Downward facing dog. And walk your feet halfway up your mat. Lift your right leg. Halfway up and then lift your right leg. Now walk your hands a little bit closer to your foot. And open up your hip from here. Open up your hip. Keep your hands, both hands on the ground. Lift your bottom heel. Your left heel. Yeah, stand on your tippy toes. Pull muscle to bone on your left leg. Yeah, lift up higher on your toes. There you go, Lucy, a little higher. Yeah, there you go. Pull muscle to bone. Big breath. Take your right foot down. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your knees a bit. Shake out your head a little bit. Walk your feet halfway up your mat. Lift your left leg. And stand on your right tippy toes, or the ball of your big toe, pinky toe. Yeah, squeeze muscle to bone on your right thigh to give you even more lift. Yeah, muscle to bone. There you go, Jacob. You can walk your hands a little closer to your foot. That's it, man. Keep your legs straight. Yeah, like straight. This one. Straight. Straight. Yeah, straight. There you go. And lift through your inner left ankle up to the ceiling. Go a little bit higher. Pull the pit of your belly in. Downward facing dog. Take your right hand. Actually, take your feet together first. Feet together. And then right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Right hand to the outside of your left ankle. Or shin, whatever you can reach. Yeah, so opposite hand to opposite shin. Both legs stay straight. And press each heel, the center of each heel, down to the floor. You can pull your head through the window of your arm. And switch sides. And keep your legs as long as possible, hips lifted to the ceiling. Yeah. Let go, Emily, that's it. Press each knuckle of your right hand down. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Ragdoll pose. Set your feet on 12 o'clock. And pull your inner ankles to the back of the room to get an internal spiral of your thighs and your shins. And sway side to side in your upper body, front to back in your upper body. Lift and spread your 10 toes. Release your hands. Toe heel your feet to touch. Lift halfway up. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Extend up and back. Forward fold. Lengthen halfway. High push-up. Pull your inner ankles up towards the ceiling. And press the center of your heel straight back, Marla. Yeah, back, there you go. Pull the pit of your belly in. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg. Bend your knee, open your hip. Lift your bottom heel, your left heel up. Stand on the ball of your foot. Yeah, there you go, Kristen. Breathe in, lift your right knee higher. Downward dog. Extend your left leg to the ceiling. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Okay, now lift your bottom heel. Pull muscle to bone on your right thigh. A bigger breath to lift your knee high. Downward dog, and walk to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Look up. Hands to your heart center. One full Om together. Breathe in. Extend your arms back up over your head. Look up and back. Fold forward. Lift halfway up. Pull the pit of your belly in. High push-up. Soften the space between your shoulder blades and pull your shoulder blades toward each other and then press them into your body. Yeah, now lift the pit of your belly. Front ribs together. Yeah, that's it, Jacob. Take a big breath in. Shift forward. Lower halfway. Upward dog. Spread your fingers on your mat. Downward facing dog. Breathe in and out. Yeah, soften your knees. Press the center of each heel down. Pit of your belly in. Exhale fully. Walk or jump to your hands. Lift halfway up. Forward fold. Extended mountain pose. Fold forward. Halfway. High push up to low push up on the exhale. Up dog. Look up. Downward facing dog. Set your feet hips width distance and then walk them like two steps back. 2 steps backward. Yeah. And experience the length you create in this down dog longer. And pull your chest toward your thighs. Lift your tailbone up as high as you can get it. That's it. Big inhale. Empty fully. Jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain pose. Fold forward. Lengthen halfway. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Set your pointer fingers on 12 o'clock and have your pinky fingers out to the sides. Lift and spread your toes. Yeah, see about pressing into the ball of each big toe and then lift your toes. Spread them out. Pull your shoulder blades toward your spine. Take a big breath in. Exhale. Jump forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Thunderbolt. Pull in from the outermost layer of your body, your skin, to your muscle. Wrap your muscle around your bone. It's just tightening up, creating action in your thighs. Now pull the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. Yeah, as your tailbone descends. There you go. Tailbone down. Yeah, and lean your chest back. Upper arm bones back. If you can see your arms in your periphery, pull them further back. And pull your head back too a bit. Yeah. Yep. Press into my hand. Yeah, there you go. Breathe in. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Low push up. Upward dog. Downward dog. Warrior one on the right side. Press into the pinky toe side of your back foot. Squeeze my fingers down. There you go. Pull your inner left thigh back towards Magazine Street. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yeah, lift your arms up. Spread your fingers out. One more breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Downward dog. Warrior one, left side. Set your front foot on 12 o'clock. And make your front leg into a square. Yeah, there you go. Lift your inner arch of your back foot. Lift up here. Yeah, just there, yeah. Pull your right hip bone forward. Another breath in. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet 2 steps back. Take your hands wider than they are. Hands wider. Yeah, pinky fingers off the edges of your mat even. And it just gives you space in your shoulders and access to integrate the tops of your arm bones into your shoulder sockets. Now do that. I'm going to pull your arm bones into your shoulder sockets. Press each knuckle down. Yeah. Press more into the thumb and index finger knuckles too to get the weight out of the outside of your wrists. Take a full breath in. Empty out. Walk or float forward. Lift halfway up. Forward fold. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Turn your inner ankles back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Spread your fingers out. Downward dog. Left side, warrior one. Chaturanga on your exhale. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Set your feet wide. Soften your knees. Yeah, so keep your hands where they are. Keep your hands, yeah, there you go. Breathe fully in. Breathe out. Walk or float to your hands. Lengthen halfway up. Forward fold. Chair pose, one breath. Fold forward. Turn your inner ankles back. Half lift. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior one, right side. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Wrap your left arm around your back. You can go for a full bind, right arm under your right thigh. Spread out your toes. Lift your chest up toward the ceiling. Take a full breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Take your top arm around your back. Half bind or full bind with your left arm under your left thigh. Pull your left knee over to the left side of your mat. There you go. Pull your shoulder blades toward each other. One more breath in. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale. And out. Spread out your fingers. Yeah. And then press down from here. Expand your chest and upper back. And press your thoracic spine, this apart, right in between your shoulder blades. Press that into your chest. There you go. Keep your hands there, feet there. Yeah, and just up. Awesome. One more breath. Exhale fully. Walk or float forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Fold. Half lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Right side crescent lunge. Back heel lifted. Pull the front of your pelvis up. There you go, Jill, as the tailbone descends down. Pit of your belly in. Hands to your heart. Breathe in. Twist to the right side. Ujjayi breath still. Pull your bottom shoulder back. Thoracic spine to the chest. There you go. Open up your arms. Pull muscle to bone on your back leg for stability. Spread out your fingers. Squeeze muscle to bone. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Left side crescent lunge. Set your front foot on 12 o'clock. Press your hands to your heart center. Breathe in. Twist left. And pull the pit of your belly off of your thigh. Pull your shoulders straight back. Open up your arms. Press into my hand, Marla. Yeah. Pull your bottom shoulder back too. Awesome. That was it. Yeah. In breath. Out. Warrior 2. Reverse. Inhale. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. And out. Walk or float forward. Half lift. Fold forward. Chair pose. Twist to the right. Pull your left hip back so your knees are in line. Pull the pit of your belly in and up to your spine. Pull the pit of your belly in. Open up your arms and gaze up to your top hand. Top hand. If you can't see your top hand, move your arm closer towards the right side. Yeah. So the twist happens in your abdominals and your ribs, not just your shoulders. Chair pose. Breathe in. Twist to the left side. Press down through the center of each heel. You shift your weight back. Lift the front of your pelvis as your tailbone descends. Open up your arms. Gaze up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Chair pose. Power chair. Reach your arms back behind you, chest parallel to the ground. Sit your bum down deeper. Thighs parallel to the ground. Weight back in your heels. Press your thoracic spine to the chest, the part between your shoulder blades. Chair pose, back up, one breath. Fold. Separate your feet, fingers to toes, forward fold. Peace sign fingers around your big toes. And bend your knees a lot so you can get that grip. Lift halfway with the bind. Pull your shoulders straight up to the ceiling. Now fold. Tip your weight forward into the mound of each big toe and the mound of each toe. Half lift. Palms to toes, forward fold. Hands under your feet from the front. Yeah, inside your fingertips to your heels, your big toes touch the creases of your wrists. Yeah. There you go. Pull your shoulders toward your hips. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, Kristen. So much more length. Crow pose. Have your hands just shoulder width distance. This is a good option. And take your knees to the tops of your arm bones, towards your armpits. Yeah, gaze forward, Marla. Yeah, you can stay longer with your gaze forward. Yeah, look forward, Jacob. Even lift your chin. Yeah, there you go. And now touch your feet together. Yeah, just your big toe, the inside edges of your feet. Try that. Yeah, flex your feet. Yes, now heels together too. Awesome. Big breath in. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Raise your right leg. Flip dog. Set your feet hips width distance, facing 12 o'clock. Reach your right arm toward the floor, full wheel pose. Yeah, awesome, Matt. Turn your inner ankles towards the front of the room. Inner ankles, yeah. Feet on 12 o'clock. Okay, reach your right arm to the ceiling. Flip over, high plank. Good job. Side plank, right hand down. Press the mound of each big toe straight back so your feet are flexed. Pull your pinky toes towards your body. Yeah, so this way, there you go. Lift your left leg, and you'll go for a bind behind your back. It's like a half floor bow, side plank variation. Awesome. Now pull muscle to bone on your thighs. And hug your ribs into the center. That's where the stability comes in. high push-up. Low push-up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Go triangle pose on the right side. Take a long triangle pose front to back. Everyone walk your back foot all the way till it meets the edge of the back of your mat. And then front foot as far forward as you can go from there. Front foot on 12 o'clock. Awesome, yeah. This is a new variation for you. To stretch beyond the limitations that only you set. Pull your front ribs in. Lean back just a little bit. Chest back, chest back. Yeah, heart up towards the ceiling. Good, Lucy. High push-up. Low push-up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Flip dog. And get grounded. Be intentional in setting the physical foundation of the pose. The more you ground down into the feet, the more access you have to open your chest and take full wheel. Yeah, go for it. Full wheel. Keep your left arm forward until you get all the way down. Awesome. See if you can walk your hands a little wider from there. Yes, wider. Just wider. Yeah, awesome. More space. Okay, lift your left arm to the ceiling. High plank. We'll get there. You will. Side plank, left hand down. Ujjayi breath, in and out through your nose. Press, look down at your left hand and press the knuckles down that are popping up. Yeah, you press those knuckles down and instead lift the bottom, like the heel of your hand slightly. Okay, then lift your right leg and go for the bind. Just try it on. It's like a floor bow, side plank combo. That's it, Marla. The more you flex your bottom foot, the more action you have in your leg for stability. Yes. Soften your left elbow. High plank. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Triangle pose left side. Pull your front ribs together. Oftentimes in this pose, a common default is to just blow out the front side of your body. Yeah, instead, soften in through the front of your ribs and then pull your thoracic spine to the chest, and then that's what, yeah, and then pull here. Yeah. Pull the pit of your belly in, thoracic spine in. Yeah, awesome. Gaze up. Gaze up. Breathe in. Low push-up, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Right side warrior 1. Warrior 2. Straighten your right leg, side facing wide leg forward bend. So you'll turn your right toes, fold right forward. Right into it. Pull your chest through the window of your legs. And be intentional about that. Pull your shoulder blades toward one another. Yeah, and then press them into your body, shoulders down. wrap your, or take your hands up to your hips and pull your elbows toward each other. Pull the pit of your belly in. Rise up like this. Yeah, chest forward and up. Face the front of the room. Namaste, front facing, forward fold. Either keep your hands like this at your hips with your elbows pulling toward each other, or interlace your hands behind your back. Press your weight down into your front foot. Your front foot, more weight. Yep. There you go. Lift halfway up. Twisting triangle. Left hand down, right arm up. Twisting half moon. Just lift your left leg right from where you are. Lift your left leg. And press the mound of your lifted big toe straight back and the center of your heel straight back. Yeah, push into me. Yeah, and then pull yourself forward, your head forward. Awesome. Keep pressing back. Pull your front ribs in. Forward fold, left foot next to right. Half lift. Forward fold. Mountain pose. Standing leg raise on the right side. You'll just start going forward. You can hold your knee or hold your big toe. And then from there, kick forward. And be sure to draw your front shoulder straight back, your lifted shoulder straight back. So a common default that I see in this pose is like hunched forward like this and shoulders rounded. Instead, stand up tall and pull your shoulders straight back. So instead of rounded here, pull. Same thing if your knee is bent. Awesome. Okay, open up to the right. Turn your gaze over to your left extended arm. Pull your inner ankle of your standing foot back. Yeah, to ground the four corners of your foot. Come back to center. Reach your arms up. Kick your right foot forward and point your toes. Point them. Yeah, lift your foot higher without leaning back. Yeah, good, Jacob. Lift up, breathe in. Airplane pose. Pull muscle to bone on your lifted leg. And straighten your lifted leg. There you go, Marla. Drop your right hip toward the floor a little bit more and lift your chest. There you go. Right foot next to left, forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1 on the left. Warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. Side facing, wide leg forward bend, facing this concrete wall. And you can interlace your hands behind your back this time. Lean your weight forward. Okay, to align your hips with your ankles. Come a little forward. Yeah, there you go. And lift and spread your toes. Yeah. Press into the four corners of your feet. So the big toe, pinky toe, each side of your heel. Lift the inner arch of your foot, both feet. And you can drop your head. And take your hands to your hips. Pull your elbows toward each other. Lift up to stand. Namaste, front facing forward fold. Pull your elbows toward each other. Pull your chest to your front thigh, yeah. Twisting triangle. And lengthen halfway up and open from there. That's it, Jill. Soften. Twisting half moon. Press straight back through the center of your heel and lift your inner ankle up. There you go, right there, and then press back into my thigh. Lift your chest, yes. Now turn your gaze towards the side wall and then maybe up to the ceiling. Forward fold, right foot next to left. Half lift. Forward fold. Standing leg raise left side. And pull your shoulders straight back. Pull the pit of your belly in to your spine. Open to the left. Gaze to the right. Back to center. Kick your left foot forward, arms up. Point your toes. Lift your toes up to the height of your hip. Go higher. Use your core. Don't lean back. Use your core. Airplane pose. And straighten your lifted leg. Turn your palms to face down. And as if you had two bookshelves to press into, lift your chest, press your hands into those shelves. Press down into my hands. Yeah, press down, press down. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. Mountain pose. Tree pose, right side. Keep your your bottom foot on 12 o'clock. Some of you have moved over to about 11 or so. Just be intentional in creating the physical foundation. In that way, with this physical foundation, you're capable of being up to something bigger. Like bigger than anyone else thought was possible, including yourself. And just by getting rooted, grounded, right here. Reach your arms up. Switch sides. Tree pose. Extend your arms up. Pull your upper arm bones back. See if you can pull your right hip back, Matt. Yeah, there you go. That's why we ladies wear pants. Hands to your heart. Tadasana, hands by your sides. Walk to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Extend your arms up, mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. High plank. Lower to your belly. Locust pose right away. Hands by your sides. Lift up. Flex your feet. Yeah, so that your toes are directed down. Flex like you were standing. Yeah. Pull your inner ankles up. Inner thighs up. That's it. Lower down. Interlace your hands at your low back. Again, locust pose. Press down, pull in, lift up to express out. Now pull muscle to bone of your thighs. Hug into center line, lift, and lower. Floor bow. Hold your ankles or the bottoms of your shins instead of your feet. Yeah, flex your feet. Lift up. Yeah, see if you can hold just a little bit lower. This other way. Yeah, and then flex your feet. There you go. Now press the center of your heel up to the ceiling. Press up. Yeah, yes, look at that. Awesome. Okay, roll to your right side. Yeah, with the bind. Kick into your hands, your shins into your hands. And roll to your left side. All the way onto your left shoulder. Kick into your shins. Back to center. Lift up through the middle. Big breath. And lower down. Windshield wipe your feet side to side. Or shake your hips side to side. Upward facing dog. Camel pose. And come onto your knees. Set your hands on your low back with your fingertips facing up. Elbows squeeze in. Now pull the front of your pelvis rather than like pushing your hips back. You want the front of your pelvis up to neutral and then go back from there. So you have the length in your spine rather than starting here and then trying to go back. You jam your spine. Yeah, so lengthen, then go back. Press forward. Come back up, press forward through your hips. Tabletop. Cow pose. Drop your belly, look up to the ceiling. Round your back, cat pose. Camel pose, number 2. Yeah, you lengthen up first to create the space your spine needs for the back bend. And the more space you create in your spine, the greater opening you get in your heart, too. And these back bends are actually heart openers. This portion of our practice, the Journey into Power sequence that we teach here at Free to Be, is called igniting. It's like igniting the inner fire to open up. Like you've built the heat so far in this practice to be able to go into these deep back bends and open up. Come back up. Tabletop. Cow pose. Drop your belly. Look up. Lift your tailbone. Now round your back. Look at your belly button. Tabletop. Neutral. Bridge pose. Swing your legs around to the front. Grab a block and place it between your thighs. Nice, above your knees and between your upper thighs. Stack your ankles right under your knees. You'll be on your back, on your shoulders. Yeah, and shimmy your shoulders underneath your upper back. Lift your right leg, but you'll have your ankle, knee, and hip in a diagonal line. Okay, so so it's not just straight up, it's, straight out, that's right. Just like that, and flex your foot. And pull the top of your femur, that's your thigh bone, up into your hip socket. And press out through here too. Press into my thumb. Yeah, there you go. Pull the pit of your belly in. And let the block give you some feedback as to where to integrate. The block is here to provide feedback. Like what's missing in the pose to make it sustainable. Take your right foot down, lower down. Bridge pose again. With your block in between your thighs. Okay, and create the foundation. Wiggle your shoulders underneath you to provide the strong base. Ground into the center of your right heel. Lift your left leg. Okay, on a diagonal line. You can actually go a little bit higher, Jacob. Yeah. So that your knees are still level with one another. Yeah, Elizabeth, so you'll go a little bit lower. Yeah. Pull into the center line of your body. From the center line, that's where you can then express out. The block is here to provide you, like you learn something from the block. You learn something about the pose, about what's missing, what you can do to integrate. Okay, take your left foot down and lower down. Wheel pose with the block. Keep it where it is. Go up. Yeah. And the block here provides you with the feedback of what hips with distance feels like in your feet. Yeah, you've got to squeeze into the center to not lose the block. It's not like creating a death grip on the block, but instead hugging in to find center line. And to find true north alignment with feet, hips with distance. Yeah, turn your inner ankles back, Matt, especially your right foot. Yeah. Okay, come down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Wheel pose with the block. Pull into center line. Lift up. Lower down. Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Happy baby. Pull your feet down towards the floor and press your feet up into the ceiling at the same time. You create this equal and opposite force of energy. Using your arms and your legs. Interlace your hands behind your head, straighten your legs, and take them out wide. Yeah. Straight legs, straddle. Yeah. That's it, Marla, you got it. Flex your feet. Yeah, Emily, flex your feet. Yeah. And pull muscle to bone on your thighs so that your legs aren't heavy. If your legs are heavy, you're making this way harder on your hips. Ujjayi breath. Let go of tension in your face. It's a tension you could have as a smile. It's good. It uses a lot of muscles. Create balanced action, stira sukha. Stira is stability and strength, effort. Right? You've got that. You're totally doing that. In this pose, creates more ease. The sukha is ease. Even just your thought around the pose, like make it a little bit more peaceful, easeful. Pull the pit of your belly down to the floor. And bring your legs together. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll up to a seated position. Double pigeon. You have your left shin on the bottom, right shin on top. So it'll look like this with your legs. And have your ankle hanging over the edge of your thigh. So if you can see Jill here, probably you can't, but your foot all the way to the outside. Yeah, Kristen, that's it. Lift up, lengthen through your spine from your tailbone out through the crown of your head. You can stay like that or fold, leading with your chest. I'm just going to flex here. Yeah. Great length. Awesome. And then lead with your chest. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Come back up. And switch sides. Pull the pit of your belly in. You lengthen. And lead with your chest. Thoracic spine to the chest. Come back up, extend your legs forward, seated, forward fold. Flex your feet, lift your arms up, big breath in. Lead with your chest and fold. Hold on to your feet. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, down your back. Fish pose. Slide your fingertips under your bum just slightly. Pull your elbows together. And before you drop your head back, tuck your chin into your chest like this. And then drop your head back. So you maintain the opening in your shoulders. Yeah, good, Kristen. Pull your shoulders back, Lucy. Yeah, there you go. Lower onto your back. Pull your right knee into your chest. Cross it over to the left, supine twist. Gaze to the right side and press your right shoulder down. Switch sides. Keep your left shoulder down, gaze over to the left side. Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Shavasana. You do have a cold lavender towel at the top of your mat. Open your palms to the ceiling to receive the energy that you all created together in the space, or turn your palms down to get more grounded, more present in the right now, to fully take advantage of this deep rest. Shavasana. Deepen your breath. Roll over onto your right side. Press up to a seated position with your eyes closed. Set your hands together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. And we'll close together with one full Om. Breathe in. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Touch in. Acknowledge yourself for making it to your mat this morning. And together we thank ourselves and we thank one another. Namaste.